Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite podcast you ever listened to. You already know that podcast be happening in your brain. It's time for chronic nonsense. Wee! That's right. I'm your host, Daniel Schlichterfenst. I can't spell that. And I'm joined by my co-host, Tom Bonkers.
All right.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back to Chronic Nonsense. That was fun. What a good bit.
Best bit?
I just yelled into the microphone. What's up?
I just yelled out of the microphone.
What's up, everybody? We're here on episode 7 of Chronic Nonsense, the podcast that has no time for you.
This is episode 7?
I have no idea.
I think you're right. That's crazy. Look at that. We made it, guys. 7 episodes. That was hot.
That was my congratulations for 7 episodes.
7-9.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for getting us this far. Without your help or support on our Patreon that doesn't exist, we would never be on a podcast show.
Yeah, if it weren't for you guys out there, we wouldn't be in here.
I'm not in here at all.
Thank you.
I love your burps. Your burps make me happier than this country. And that's all I'll say. You know me. That's all I'm going to say about politics today. Even though I could say a lot.
Yeah, I think a lot could be said.
But we won't do that because we're
not going to do that.
We're not here for that. And I'm also not smart.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I don't know.
But here's what I do know.
What do you know?
5 out of 11 people need 12 hours of sleep. That's a made-up fact.
This has been Made Up Fact with Jonathan Rumber. Let's go back into it.
All right. Guys, so we're going to take it from the top.
That's what that song's called, is Take It From the Top.
Jimmy, count us in.
Who's Jimmy? Sorry, I ruined the bit. I could have been... It could have gone on. Anyway.
Yes, and more like, what?
Yes, and more like, who's that?
Who's Jimmy? Yes, and? Who's...
Jonathan. You know, my name was almost Jimmy.
I didn't know that.
It wasn't.
Well, why'd you lie to me?
I wanted to... I thought.
My name was almost Alexander.
My name actually was almost. I think it was Landon.
Oh, we wouldn't have been friends then.
You're not any friends with any Landons?
Nah.
I get that. I wasn't a fan.
I only knew one, I think.
Alexander is a fine name. It's just everyone's name.
Yeah, I'm not sorry I didn't have that name. I like Tim. Tim's good.
Tim, I don't know any other Tims, so.
I've met a couple, but most of them are older.
Yeah, they have to be. It's an older name, but yeah. I like those. It's
a pretty old name.
We should recycle names like that. I like if people started naming their kids Bill again. Who's
or Bob.
Or Bob. I've never met a
Robert the child. It's like Billy the kid, but
but wrong. My name was almost Landon, and it was almost Perry at the same time.
Really? Those are... I like Perry. Perry's good.
I think Perry's all right. It would have been... Because that's my mom's maiden name. Unless...
Oh, okay.
That's too much
unless your mom... See, that's my mom's maiden name is Duncan, and they thought about making that my first name, but they did not. And I'm glad they didn't. I would have been all right with Duncan, but Tim is just... I like Tim. Tim is good. Yeah. And they gave it to me as a middle name, so I got a Duncan right in the middle there.
They told me, they said, baby Daylen, your middle name is now James, because instead of Perry, because there's so many Jameses in my family that were dead. And that's Jewish tradition.
And they were like, well, the dead guy's got the name. We better give it to our kid.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it was just one. It was just one dead James and then 2 alive ones. One with first name, another with a middle name.
That's hot.
Now you know a little bit more about me. You can put that on our Wikipedia page.
So did your mom changed her last name to Symbolist when she got married?
Yes.
Did she keep her old middle name or did she change it to her old last name? Because that's what my mom did. She was Kimberly Ann Duncan, and now she's Kimberly Duncan Bowen.
No, I don't.
Shout out to my mom.
On Facebook, she did.
Yeah, I'm telling everybody my mom's name. You can go to the bank with that.
You probably. I mean, that's fine.
You can look her up.
We don't have any money or fans
or family
that would give a shit about that yet.
Yep.
That's where you guys come in.
I'll have to delete that in a later. We'll remove episode 7 in the future. We're going to call this episode
the lost episode.
The lost episode.
Please, no.
The last episode.
I think every podcast has one that's called the lost episode.
I think that a better name for this would be things we didn't want to tell people. And then we should just make that the topic of today's show.
Well, one time I got I love that sound so much. That's one of my favorites.
It's good. It's solid.
More than anything.
More than everything. So I realized today, not for the first time, that I'm a bit of a hypocrite, because we all are. We're all a bit of a hypocrite sometimes.
I don't know who you're talking about. I've never done that.
That's true. This is the facts only episode. And so anyway, I've never been a huge fan of like Call of Duty games and Battlefield games and stuff like that.
Hot take.
And the reason being, I always felt weird about like the whole like you're pretending to do a war that actually happened thing. Like I don't know if that's true. The Battlefield game, those are actual wars that happened. Doesn't matter.
I have no idea.
Point is, I always felt a little weird about that. I don't think there's anything wrong. I'm not like upset with people that play those. That's fine. I personally felt weird about it, but I recently started playing a game that is just planes shooting down other planes, and this is not a real war that happened. It's a future thing.
Is it Planes, Fire, and Rescue?
But yeah, it's planes, trains, and planes and planes. It's planes.
It's planes, more planes and planes. That thing.
But I got to thinking about it. I'm like, it's exactly the same thing. It's just pretend war.
Yeah.
And I get it. So I'm like, I don't know why I ever had an issue with that. Like it does still feel a little weird to me. It is. And it feels a little weird with the thing that I'm doing too. But I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it. Gotcha. Yeah. I like airplanes. Did you know that? I think those are cool.
Did you bring one in to show me?
Yeah, there's one right there.
Holy shit. That is
crazy.
In the room. This is not a big room, and he brought in a whole airplane. It's big.
It's actually, I mean, some might say it looks like an organ, but
which one?
The lungs.
The piano thing.
The heart.
That's what they should have called this, by the way. The piano. Yeah.
They were like, what should we got a bunch of keys on this. We got some pipes. What should we call it? I don't know.
The liver.
So anyway, I've spent a lot of time flying planes in video games lately because I'm never gonna fulfill my dream of flying planes in real life. Because why would I do that?
Yeah.
To be honest,
this thing sucks right now.
You got anything?
It's just been air for this one today. It's like I need a juicy one.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Ask and ye shall receive.
I definitely received more than I bargained for.
More than you bartered for. So, anything happened this week?
Yeah, I can talk about something. I don't really know. So, what's happened this week? There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay. Okay, I acknowledge.
Oh, wow. My throat is dying today. But I went to McDonald's.
Yeah, as you do.
Yesterday. And I had a jarring experience.
I had a pickling experience.
I really shouldn't call this jarring. This is not going to be that good of a story. Let's see if I can set it up right or like do it justice. Let's see
set
if
it
I
up
can
right, set it up wrong, set it up however you feel. Just so long as it's long.
So there's two windows, and I got two very different people at the windows. So I go and I get 3 McChickens, a fry, and some water for me.
Good meal.
Good meal. Used to be cheap. What happened to that?
Gone.
Moving on. Gone. You don't get that anymore.
Why don't you try drinking some gas? You hungry? Why don't you drink some gas?
That's gas for you.
Gas for you. That's the name of my podcast.
There was a guy, the first guy who was there. It was a male, a black man.
Okay.
Who was like, price is this much, and I give him my card and stuff, and then he's like on the phone with someone, and he's like, hey, he's talking to me. He's like, you think I should cut my hair? And he's got.
You're like, yeah.
No. He's got like the most, like the coolest fucking afro I've ever seen. Like one of them. It's not like that big, but it's just so well taken care of.
Yeah.
And I said, absolutely not. And he was like, what? I said, absolutely not. He's like, oh, my girl's just been telling me that I need to get a haircut. And I was like, how old are you?
You said break up with her.
I said, how old are you? And he was like 17. He's like a 17-year-old kid. And I said, leave her. And he was, and you know what he said? This is the first time I've ever heard it, and I'm not going to repeat it. But he said, Ma, you know what I mean? And when a white man gets that, you're like, oh, cool. Moving on.
All right.
And so I was like, oh, that made me feel nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I move on to the next window, and it's a lady there who's not happy. And this is where the juxtaposition comes in.
Yeah.
And,
is that what she said to you?
She said, oh my, you want chicken?
Yeah, that's what I ordered.
Hey, Daylen, welcome to McDonald's. You want chicken?
Yes, ma'am. I did order chicken. Thank you.
You were not going to have a sandwich?
No, I had the same. I already placed my order earlier.
Do you want more free?
I mean, is this free? Or are you going to give me more for free?
I'm not going to tell you. Here's your chicken, Daylen.
Thank you. Do you mind if I look in the bag and make sure everything's here?
No.
All right. I'm just going to...
Okay, now we're getting into spoiler words. So I'm doing the thing. She gives me my bag. She's like, here you go. And then I'm like, thank you very much. And then she looks into my back seat and she goes, whoa. And has that face on.
She says,
want to describe that? Do you want to describe the face I'm making?
Yeah, she looks angry and upset and confused.
Yes, something affected her.
All of those.
Like someone just told her she did something wrong.
Disgusted is how she looks.
And what she's referring to is the backseat of my car, which is kind of messy. I'll be honest. It's a little messy. But I was like, no, don't.
It's real messy, but you don't have to do that.
It's cleaner now.
You don't have to be like that.
I cleared it out a little bit.
Even if it wasn't cleaner than it was before, you don't have to treat someone
exactly.
like this is a random person you don't know.
It's like, and also you don't know, maybe I'm going through something. Maybe I live out of my car.
Yeah.
You don't know that. There are people who struggle like that.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't a fan of that, but I was just like, got a lot of work to do. And then I pull away.
Gotta get that.
I'm an idiot, dude. When she handed me my bag, that bag felt light. right?
Oh, so you didn't get all your stuff.
I was missing 2 sandwiches.
Oh, shit, dude.
I was missing 2 sandwiches.
That's bad.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding? Did you get my order wrong and then insult my car?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
That's exactly what she did.
I'm never the kind of guy that would be a Karen, and I wasn't in this scenario, by the way. Spoiler alert, I didn't go back.
I would drive my car through the front window. Hey, you forgot my sandwiches. Like casually, just like, hey, I think I'm missing a couple sandwiches. So you didn't go back?
No, I didn't go back, but you just blast through, and everyone's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my god, is everyone okay?" You're
I just rolled out my window.
You're like, "Hey, you guys forgot my sandwiches."
Oh,
just
shit.
that matter of fact. That's good.
So you just took it. You just left.
I just took it like a champ. Yeah, I took it and I left. I didn't realize until like later when I got to a little spot in a parking spot, and I was like, "Are you fucking nuh-uh? No way that didn't happen. There's no way." You just, because I was watching her, she didn't look in the bag, and I get it. Most days I worked in fast food.
Yeah,
you're when you got people, it's like you don't have time to double check. You just have to go.
Yep.
And but it's like she was just fucking sitting there. And like she's like, "Whoa, your car is gross." I'm like, "And I have the right. I have the right to have a gross car. It's me.
Yeah,
it's my car."
Did you know that I don't like you?
Yeah.
Did you know that I'm not into you?
Yeah. So I didn't like.
Also, here's half of your food.
So basically, what happened to me is I went from feeling really happy, like I was like, "Oh, cool. I feel accepted and nice. It feels nice." That's a compliment. And then you go to, well, now I feel like shit. I was always worried about that someone would look in my car and see how messy it was and judge me.
Yeah.
But it's never happened. And I was, banking on that being like an irrational fear.
Right.
And now I know it's not.
Yeah.
So that's nice. But I didn't actually care. I was just like, well, whatever.
Right. The least she could have done was judge you silently.
Yeah, but even then,
the least she could have done. I'm not saying that's okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So that wasn't very cool. But
I recently had a bad time at a fast food boy. It wasn't horrible or anything.
What did he do to you?
The fast food boy came out of Fast Food Boy the establishment, and he said, "Oh, you wanna." Oh, you want some sauce?
It sounded like he dropped his sentence.
He did. Yeah.
He dropped it, but he dropped it in a pile of trash.
His sentence dropped like flies.
He's like,
right out of his mouth. So I pulled up. I went to Wendy's because they're doing their whole strawberry frosty right now, and I wanted to give that a shot.
I've never tried it.
I liked it. It was pretty all right. I personally prefer vanilla over the chocolate there, and I prefer vanilla over the strawberry there now as well. Mm-hmm. But I liked it. It was good. But I went there and I ordered the hot honey chicken sandwich.
Oh my fuck!
Literally because the day before you were like, "Hey, this is good," and I was like, "Yeah, Tim,
I'm a daddy slut for all that chimka."
So I went ahead. I went and got that. The line was kind of long, and it took like maybe 10 minutes to get through. So that was fine. I figured it would be that way. I was getting there around dinner time. That's whatever. But I got through, and they're like, "All right, well, your chicken sandwich isn't ready. Can you pull forward and hold on? We'll get it out to you." And I'm like, "All right." So I pulled over to the curb, and I'm waiting, and like literally 15 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes go by.
That's 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes.
And nothing. And I'm getting ready to go in. And then I see the guy coming with my sandwich. And he's walking like so slow. I've never walked that slow. I'm a fast walker.
Oh, yes, I know.
It was literally like maybe there's a foot of space in between his steps. And it's clear that he doesn't have he doesn't look like he's in bad shape or anything. He's just like doesn't feel like walking fast. Mm-hmm. And then he gets out there and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, I didn't see it, and You know, and I'm like, that's fine. I don't care about that. I care about the fact that you realized that you didn't get my order out to me, and then you walked out here at 0 miles per hour. You were like, I know that I screwed up, but you're gonna have to wait a little longer because I don't give a shit about that. And I'm like, well, that's a little. You didn't have to. And really the biggest issue. I already felt like I should have gotten home earlier because I needed to go let the dog out. And so I'm sitting there, and every second I'm there, I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to go let the dog out. I need to get out of here now. And it just kept building and building and building. So obviously, like, that's not that big a deal, but it was just, like, all the circumstances. And by the time you finally got out there, I'm like, funny, oh, my God.
You're like, you want to take another step faster if you want?
Yeah. But, of course, I didn't say anything because I don't ever confront people.
What song was playing in his head when he was walking out? He was walking slow, so there's a song going on. Do you think it was to
Don't Worry, Be Happy, maybe? I don't know.
That's slow. Hold on, let me find that so we can test it.
Just bop it along to it.
By Bolly McBaron.
Don't worry.
It's the same key.
Be happy.
What's that? It's like that minor one.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hold on. It's going to give me a fucking ad and I'm going to lose my dick about it. My dick's going to fall off and fly away.
That's really unfortunate. I feel bad for you that you're losing it.
There it is, a 15-second ad I can't skip.
Well, check this out, guys.
Now it's going to be 15 seconds longer than the bit should have lasted.
You ever have colored pencils in a cup?
There's someone who's getting horny by that.
Me. And he had a look on his face like he was like listening to this. He was so happy. He was like doing fine. I'm like, if you looked pissed or something, if you looked like you were having a bad day, I would be a little more sympathetic to you walking so slow. But you're like, I'm having a good day, and I'm like, dude, get me my sandwich, please.
You know what would have been funny?
Just walk at a normal pace. That's all I need.
Was he making eye contact with you?
Oh yeah, he saw me out the window. He saw me out the window. He made eye contact. He like waved. I'm like, nah, man. Good times.
Man.
So we had a guy at work.
No, he didn't.
His name was Tran. And he came up to me and he was telling me, I couldn't totally understand everything he was saying.
His name was Tran?
Yes.
Tran?
Yes. Tran. I believe. That's what he told me. He spelled it for me because he wanted me to hold something up at the register.
He wanted you to know.
Yeah. He spelled it for me twice.
What is that?
And I spelled it back to him, and he spelled it for me again. Like, he really wanted me to know.
Is that?
Then he wrote it on my face in Sharpie.
Is it short for Traniel?
I hope so. So I wrote a note so that I wouldn't forget to tell you this. I wrote frame Tran.
like for murder. Like for murder.
Yeah, the police get a hold of my notes. Like, Tran goes to jail for something, and the police get a hold of my notes. They're like, oh, this guy did it.
Frame Tran.
But no, so he shows up.
What?
No. It'll make sense in a minute.
Okay.
Give it a second. All right, so
that's a nice prelude.
He showed up and he was like, he wanted some windows, and I couldn't understand everything he was saying. He's got kind of a thick accent.
This is at where I work. I thought you were talking. Okay.
And so he had a couple windows he found. He liked them, and he found 3 more windows that he thought he could make some sort of a bay window kind of thing that you could sit in and be all happy. And
be happy in the window.
And he just kept telling me about it, and he's like, this is such a good idea. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Why don't you buy the windows?
Please buy the
windows.
And
he was like, no, I'm going to pick those up later. And I'm like, no, you're not.
They never do.
We put them on a cart. We rolled them out there, and he was like, will you hold on to these for me up at the front? And that's when he spelled his name for me a bunch of times because he was wanting me to just leave them there. But he needed help putting them on the cart, so I figured he'd need help getting them in his car. So I was like going to hang around and help him do that. And so he's like, I gotta go look for something real quick. And so he goes, and
I gotta go look for something.
And 10 minutes later, and you were waiting with me at this point. This was that guy. Remember?
I don't. right now.
And you were like, is this an interesting thing that happened? And I was like, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, that's right. I told you to save it for the podcast.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
So he disappeared, and he was gone for like 10 minutes or maybe more.
Yeah.
He made it sound like he wasn't going to be gone that long. That's why I hung around. But eventually he got back, and he was just carrying an empty door frame that was like falling apart. And I'm like, where did you fucking find that? I've never seen that here before. And it's just like, he's got it like over his shoulder, and he's just like walking around with it. And he walks around the corner. He's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, yeah, all right. And he's like,
do you like my door frame?
He was like, I found this. It's like $5. And I was like, great, good. And he was like, I'm going to go pay for this. And I'm like, okay. And so he brings it over there, and there's no sticker on it, apparently. And he's like, I swear there was a sticker on this. so he goes and looks for the sticker. I go and help him look for the sticker. We never find it. But honestly, like, this door frame, it's literally like, so it's nailed together at the top like a door frame would be. Mm-hmm. And the nails are coming out.
Yeah.
But also, there's a part of the frame where the wood is split in half, and it's literally falling apart. And he's trying to buy this for $5.
Listen,
so
man,
he never finds the fucking label for it, and he just leans it up against a wall and walks away. He's just like, yeah, this is fine.
And then you obviously never saw him again, because that's when I showed up and I asked you, why is there a door frame here? That's so funny.
Yeah, I literally have never seen that before, ever. And he just shows up with this door frame. Like, this is $5.
That's so... I wish I was in your position for that. Because the payoff to that is me walking up going, why is there a door frame there?
Yeah. It was so weird too. Like, I could see there were other people. I felt bad. I just left the door frame there. I don't know where it was supposed to go.
Maybe it was ours.
I just left it.
I don't know how. Excuse me.
Maybe. But anyway, so that's frame train.
Frame train. So that's why you wanted to frame him?
Yeah.
For the door frame.
For the door frame.
Oh, that's his... Yeah.
I also wrote a note that says TV show work. I know what that means now. I remember what that means.
To watch a TV show at work?
For a second, I thought I thought it was a note about... so I'm at the internship I'm working at, they frequently will just like flip on the TV while they're doing work, and that's fine. But
that might be nice.
It was a some sort of celebrity house selling thing that I was like not into, man. But it was really funny just here, because I wasn't looking at the TV. I was sitting in front of it, so I couldn't see it. And it was really funny to just hear it. Like, I think the show was way better because I couldn't see what was happening.
Well, what celebrities were on?
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Man, that would
any
be
of them.
That would be nice.
I didn't know any of them. But anyway, so the TV show work thing, that was the thing that you and I talked about. How you've brought up on more than one occasion that where we work would make a good TV show.
Oh yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I don't even I want it to be a thing so bad that I just don't have the... What's it?
Premonition.
A lot of money.
Oh yeah, a lot of money.
A lot of money, or any
being a known quantity for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't
Hollywood.
help but want to be in it. But like, I think it'd be better if I directed it and wrote this thing that won't happen, but should.
That's the name of the show. This thing that won't happen.
That'd be a really good variety show name.
Oh yeah.
We should do that on our YouTube channel. Let's talk about it now.
All right.
On our YouTube channel, we should do a variety show called "This Show Doesn't Exist." What are we talking? I don't know. Excuse me.
This show could have existed. So it's like this horse doesn't exist, but it's an AI generated variety show.
I love that idea. Like, yo, that would be so good. Like, for a show
where
like a show that's like AI like a variety show, like you said, where each sketch or segment is based off of or not based off of an AI thing. Like, we come up with it, but it seems like an AI came up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it's just insanity. Excuse me. Oh my God. I'm gassy as shit
that actually is a really good idea.
And now someone's going to steal it.
Now well, I mean, if someone stole it, that would be for the best because we're never going to put that together.
We can try. Why not?
We could put that together.
I mean, who the fuck are we?
All right, guys, don't steal it.
You know, if we got, like, that's not crazy to think that we could get more people. I don't know how to get sponsors, but I would love to get sponsors for this show, and I haven't talked about that at all, I don't think. But I think sponsors for the show would be nice, so we could have some kind of monetary income from it, and then we can use that income for things like that. That would be fun to make on, like, maybe we'd make it on YouTube or something, or maybe sometimes we could go outside and we film a tree or a water bottle, you know, go out on a little hike and maybe see a bee and cry a lot. Cry because Mama would say,
yeah.
Well,
no, but it would be awesome to get some sponsors for this show. We should maybe look into that.
Maybe we should
in the future. We don't have enough people listening yet, so we're gonna have to wait. Like the recommended thing that I saw on the site that we're using, and I don't know if this is a good metric for everything, but they recommend that you get 50 followers, 50 listeners, and then people will start to like actually take the idea seriously of sponsoring you.
Okay. Isn't it only 50?
That's a doable goal. Like, I think that's like very small time sponsor, but like you can get like ads on things.
And if you're listening to this and you like us and you like what we've been doing and you enjoy the podcast, I do know one way that would help is if you rate and review on iTunes. I do know that also helps in that scenario, and we kind of want to do bigger things, and you know, to keep this podcast up and running, that would be super helpful.
Yeah.
Because I don't say that a lot or at all, or just sharing it with friends, because that's all I cared about. That's what I said from the beginning, is that I'd like to get this in the ears somehow of just as much people as I can, and then they can choose to do with it whatever. If they don't like it, fucking don't listen. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. It's just the people that I know there's people out there that would like it, and time is of the essence.
Time is of the now, I think that what you're wanting, like having actual like sponsors that are directly sponsoring this show,
yes,
that'll require a lot more fans probably.
Never mind.
But
Never
like
mind,
for us to be able to get ads on the show, I think we can only need like 50 people listening.
Never mind. We don't need anyone anymore.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
We could sponsor ourselves. You and I could make a business.
I looked in my left pocket and I had all the money we'll ever need.
That's crazy. That's really handy.
I don't believe in hands. Are you telling me to be quiet?
That was supposed to be the same sound when I moved the button.
You shouldn't do that to me, Tim. You shouldn't. I love a good intro. Anything else happened to you recently, daughter? Daughter? Are you my daughter?
Yeah, I am your daughter. I'm trying to think what's been going on.
Do you want me to read through my notes?
My girlfriend went on to a business conference.
That's wonderful for a podcast.
And
no.
well, I was just gonna say I've been here alone for a few days, and it's been weird. I've been taking care of the dog myself more, which has been fun because I've been getting better acquainted with Tilly. She's a good girl.
She is.
And other than that, like I've spent way too much time playing video games. I was like, Tia's gonna be out of town. I should like actually do something with my life. Because, you know, we spend a lot of time together, which is great. But I was like, you know, I'll have more free time. I should start on a project. And then I was like, or I could play more video games than I already was.
Tim, you didn't play too much video games, because that's a judging statement you made about yourself. You played an adequate amount of it. You did exactly what you wanted to do, and that's okay.
Are you reading that off your phone right now?
Yes, it says it right now.
It says, Tim, you played an adequate amount of video games.
I was actually just looking at a picture of Oprah Winfrey
Oh, was it?
Do you know what Oprah's real name is?
I have no idea.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose your shit.
Tell me. I feel like I'm talking closer to the mic this episode. I might need to.
Can you get closer?
I might need to drop my levels off a little bit.
Thank you. Oh my god.
When I'm editing this.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Do you know what Oprah Winfrey's real name is?
Shannon McGregor.
The sister of Connor.
This is her right now.
Oh god.
So we can just ask her.
Let me pick up. Hello, Shannon. Shannon?
I don't want to be on your podcast, boys. I don't know why you called me.
Okay. I don't know why you... I didn't call you at all.
I'm very busy. I have a lot of things to film. I'm going to need you boys to leave me alone. I don't know why you keep calling me. What's your podcast called again? Cormac Non-Brent?
Shannon,
Look, I don't want to seem rude here, but I'm gonna have to hang up.
Okay, thank you so much, Shannon, for being on the show. What a bit.
Sorry, I was still on the line there, boys. I meant to hang up, but I accidentally pressed a bunch of buttons. All right.
We were just talking about getting a sponsor, and then we do that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Someone will want it.
Weird bit.
Her name is Orpah.
Orpah? Oh.
Oprah Winfrey. I'm pretty sure. I hope I didn't make that up.
I thought that it was like Orpha.
I think it's Orpah. Like an orca with a P.
Because I thought that was like a name. It might be. I thought that was like a name from the Bible, and that's what they intended to name her, but they misspelled it. I may be completely misremembering,
I have no
butchering
idea.
that story. Don't take my word for it. Take hers.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm on BBC Radio 4, bbc.co.uk. Don't tell me we've been pronouncing it. Okay. It says 5 things we now know about Oprah Winfrey. And it says 1, we've been pronouncing her name wrong. No, we haven't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, it's been Oprah.
I think she could have.
She's been
pronounced
pronouncing
it
her name
however
wrong.
she wants. Yeah.
Yeah. She's been showing us that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Her full name is Orpah Gail Winfrey. That's right.
Interesting.
Orpah, not Oprah. Born in rural Mississippi in 1954, she was named after a biblical figure in the Book of Ruth. My favorite book.
Yeah. Everybody's favorite book.
Next to Richard's
and
Brian.
Green Gables.
And of Green Gables. Excuse me. I think
you used to what?
I think someone was gonna call in for the quickest second, and they were like, "Anna Green Gables, I'm out." Was that
they
Canadian?
heard what we were talking about. They're
Was that a Canadian redhead little girl? No, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, she's got to get out of here.
When no one knew how to spell or pronounce it properly, they started calling her Oprah instead.
Oh, so it wasn't a mistake. It was on purpose. They changed it on purpose.
It's stuck in the name.
Interesting.
Oprah is now known to millions worldwide, having reached a level of fame where she can be identified by her first name alone.
Well, we didn't mispronounce it.
No.
This is a pet peeve of mine. Article titles.
Oh yeah,
because they're so wrong most of the time.
You're gonna get me into politics, man.
But anyway, yeah, that is interesting.
It's the media trying to eat my pussy.
That's really weird that the whole media.
I'm the oldest man. I sit in a chair and can't get out.
The oldest man with the driest of puss.
More like driest of buss. You know what I'm talking about, boys?
The orchestra like that one. But, what were we talking about? I was talking about Orpah.
Yeah, Orpah.
Rest in.
I'm doing my best to cut you off every time you try and say something.
Well, I want it to happen more often than it does.
Good.
It's okay.
Good.
Listen, man, we just don't know our cadences yet.
Oh, I know.
I'd hope you know mine.
Yeah, I've talked to you before. Check
Yep.
this out. I got another note here. It says 2 days ago.
That's it?
Yep.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to go through my notes.
Oh, hell yeah. Bring those up. I've got a note here that says Windows, and it's a list of Windows for Jimmy.
Oh, God. God.
You want to talk
Jimmy.
about Jimmy for a second?
Jimmy is... Okay, so...
Jimmy was why I wrote down the TV show thing, because I wanted to talk about Jimmy. That was the only thing that I really...
Okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about the TV show. So...
We can ignore the TV show thing.
We can ignore it now.
Just Jimmy.
So Jimmy was a man who walked in and bought 1,000 windows.
Yeah.
Exaggerating, but it was like
11, maybe 12.
Which is a lot. Think of like 12 people in a room.
Yeah.
Dear God, that's too many people. That's how many windows he bought.
Think of 12 whales. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot. It's a lot of organs. Jimmy was one of the slimiest men I've ever met. He was, all right, you're listening to this right now. I need you to picture a bad guy. You got it.
Yep. Yeah, he just seemed like a stereotypical bad guy from name a movie.
From a PG movie.
Yeah, name a PG movie. That's what
he's like the bad guy in Beethoven or something. He's like, I'm gonna get that dog and sell it for coins.
I'm gonna give that dog a bone. Ooh, I'm hatching an evil plan. I'm gonna give that dog a bone.
That's his evil plan the whole time.
Because if you give your dog bones, it's
watch that
potentially
movie?
bad.
Would you watch that movie?
Depends on who makes it, who's in it.
It's just like a regular Beethoven movie, where it's just like fine, but they're taking it really seriously, and all the villain wants to do is give him a bone, and like everyone, and like the dog doesn't want the bone.
Yeah,
and,
I'm in.
Yeah, all right,
I'm in.
I like it too.
Give it to me.
Let's make it.
Give it to me.
Let's make it like we should make everything else that
Give it to me.
I'm doing. Oh my goodness, Grommen gracious. I think I have a couple new. I think I have a.
Well, I'm gonna elaborate more for a second because Jimmy had henchmen. He had a few guys that were with him, and they seemed like stereotypical henchmen.
Yeah.
There was the kind of goofy, like doesn't know what he's doing guy, and there's the like, I'm trying to describe. You did it better the other day.
Oh, so it was like the goofy guy. It was the guy who was taking it real seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, he's like, I'm just trying to do it, but it like also messes up.
Right.
And then there's the guy who's like, he had sunglasses on the whole time and just wasn't talking. And it was like he was like tough, but like.
Yeah, exactly. So there are the two guys that are always working together, and they both screw it up. One of them's trying real hard, and then one of them's just too goofy to get it. Mm-hmm. And then there's the other guy that's like the muscle, and he's real serious.
He was like, I was watching them load up the windows and stuff, and like the guy who takes it kind of seriously, and he's like, he's the Mo of those three stooges, basically. He's like trying to get the cool guy to help him lift it up, and he's just like the most like not doing anything. He really wasn't doing anything. He's like, will you fucking lift this window? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm trying, man. Like, I'm trying to lift the window. It's not even my fault. And then the dumb one steps in, and then he grabs the window, and then they start loading it up. And then the cool guy just sits there, and he's like, that's how you get out of work. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I was standing there observing, and I was in awe of these people.
It was good stuff, man. I was there the day or 2 days before, and so like we weren't there at the same time with these people, but both of us separately were moderately afraid of Jimmy.
I was very afraid. I was very afraid of Jimmy.
I gave him a bigger discount because he seemed scary.
He was scary. And this has nothing to do with race. That makes people think he's like
he's I think he's
a white guy.
Yeah, I think he's just a white guy.
He was a white guy, and he was he had his teeth were all crooked and stuff, and like he had an accent, and he was like always trying to get a deal out of us, and it's like Oh man,
Yeah, he was something.
it was so funny. He didn't do he did none of the work.
Yeah.
He just let all the other guys. He was like
Yeah,
watching
same
him.
thing
He's like,
when I was there.
He was like, hurry up and stuff, but like in a like a swag kind of way, like a very suave, like it was insane.
Yeah.
I have
Hot man.
I think I have two. Yeah, it's just two new. Oh my god. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's the most.
It's not as much as this. So I have three new fake names on here.
Fake names. Give them to me.
Dindal Quinson.
All right.
That wasn't it, but Garbumafonso.
Garbumafonso. It's like Zabumafu.
Yeah.
But yeah. Garbumafonso.
And Haranadan Dan Danison.
Haranadan Dan Danison.
Haranadan Dan Danison.
So Dan is separate. There's a Dan in the middle.
That's his middle name.
Haranadan Dan
Middle name.
Danison.
Haranadan Dan Danison.
That's so good. I love that one.
It's my favorite SNL character. I'm so upset with this. It keeps doing the like that thing, that little whistle fart.
The flarp is acting up. The flarp. Oh,
that's what I want.
There you go.
I'm not as good at it.
You just got to give it some more. Just got to give it some treats.
Give me some treats. I had that hat. I still have that hat.
Wow.
Were you impressed?
Sorry, I've got a lot.
I wish you did that into the microphone. I wanted it all up in my ears. This episode's brought to you by a game of Galaga.
Do you know what the set of sounds is called?
No.
This is a fun game. What's this set of sounds?
Oh god, that is a fun game. Are these the same sounds?
It's on the same thing.
That can't. Okay. I have. How many guesses do I get?
3.
I get 3 guesses. Let me.
I love that one.
So my first guess is Space Wasp.
All right. It was a good guess. It was solid. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil the surprise and tell you you're wrong.
Okay. Oh, let me. I need a little more inspiration. Can you hit me with a little bit?
Pardon me while I drop my mic.
Tractor beam.
Oh, that's spicy. Still wrong.
I'm thinking Galaga, obviously.
It sounds like Galaga.
It's only Galaga, and that's a total. That doesn't count.
I hadn't even heard this one before.
What the fuck is happening?
I like this. This is like some War of the Worlds shit.
We're doing the worst version of War of the Worlds right now. We should do that. That would be fun.
Yeah, man.
Like our own version of War of the Worlds, but it's terrible. That would be very funny. My third guess is...
I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's just one word.
Oh, it's
to give you a little help.
It's an instrument?
No.
You can't. Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be anything.
Jesus.
It could be called anything.
Alien time. One word.
Yeah, hyphenated actually. It's vehicle.
Ah, god damn it! I could have guessed it from that. I want another. Give me another. It's just Synth 5.
Basically. Yeah, it's just synth sound effects.
Oh.
What do I have here?
You gotta give me a hard one,
Okay,
baby.
here's this one.
That's the same thing. You can't do that. Chamber synth?
No. This one is not. It's not named like an instrument per se.
Is it Johnuel? Sorry.
No.
That's not even a real name. So I can't tell what you're doing over there. Are you just pressing it once and it's just doing the rest? Jesus Christ, piano.
I mean, sometimes I'll hold it.
That's a lot. I don't.
That time I pitched it down. I'll give you a hint. This is 2 words. The second one is pad.
Synth pad.
Nope.
How many guesses do I get?
3.
So that was
guess number 1.
Oh, that's what I meant. Is
you got 2 more guesses?
Man, let's let the audience decide. Write us in. Oh man, synth pad. What's a pad? There's tampon pads. I know those, but those are controversial topics, and I'm not one for those. I don't like controversy in my vagina.
Now I'm pressing all the keys.
You're pressing all the keys?
From lowest to highest.
There's like 80 keys.
No, not on this one.
This is too much. I can't handle it. It's going to be... I think if I was high, I would have died.
Oh, yeah.
I would have exploded.
Like when I was playing Les Claypool for you.
We can't talk about that. I remember that, yes.
What do you remember? All right, what's guess number 2? Give it to me.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Give it to me straight. Give it to me sideways.
No, synth pad. Bachelor pad.
Good guess. No.
That's what that's called, is bachelor pad.
Yeah.
Is it called woo pad?
No.
You gotta tell me now.
It's space pad.
I didn't feel like I was in space.
Space pad, pack and seal.
I felt more like I was in space when I heard the blue. But thank you.
You know what that is?
It's the end of the segment?
Yes.
Next time on Chronic Nonsense, Daylen's gonna guess more sounds and get disappointed when he wasn't aware of it. And there's a monster chasing him and he can't get away.
Oh no, he's gonna fall! He's gonna fall and hit his hair! Not his hair! It's so precious.
That's the sound of the monster as it gets him June 5th. Next year, June 5th.
Coming to theaters near you. Watch out for side effects of vomiting.
You're gonna puke when you watch my movie.
You're gonna puke in your seat when you watch my movie.
Have you ever puked from a movie?
I've never puked from a movie. I did think I was going to puke from one of those videos they showed us in elementary school for the DARE program. They showed one of the one that was like, this is what happens to you when you're on meth, kids. This is what meth does. This is what meth is for. This is what meth is about.
Sir, I'm pretty sure you are meth.
And it was like there was this woman and she thought that there were bugs crawling in and out of her skin. And it made me nauseous, and I had to run to the bathroom.
I remember that one, man. That's not cool. Don't do meth.
I didn't like that.
Don't do meth, boys. I mean, DARE does...
Don't do meth. Also, don't do the DARE program.
Obviously, the DARE program...
Get rid of both.
Oh, excuse me. The DARE program is all, it's something, but, I mean...
Their heart's in the right place. It's just they're going about it all wrong.
They're doing all right telling kids not to do meth.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't do meth, for sure. And I to be honest... seeing that video did make me never want to do meth.
It did make you never do meth.
Yeah, there's that.
Seeing those videos also made me never want to smoke weed. Now I do it every day.
Every damn day.
That's not true. I don't do that.
No, it's not.
I can't afford to do that every day. Are you kidding me?
I've never smoked weed.
That's okay.
I don't have anything against it. I just never did.
I have a couple. That's scary.
They showed another video. They were like, this is what it's like to smoke weed. Thanks, kids.
Yeah, I've smoked weed a couple. It's like, I don't know if that's there's nothing interesting about it.
There doesn't have to be. This isn't about interesting. This podcast isn't about interesting.
I never really enjoyed it. I'm not much of a drugs or alcoholsman anymore.
That's all right.
I was in college and stuff, or like, well, I mean, I would be in college now.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
I mean, you would have, like this is year 4, so you would have maybe, depending on like what you did major wise and everything, but yeah. Yeah,
I was never huge on. I was never, I did enjoy it, but I think it was more just for social pressure and just feeling like I had to and stuff. But really, I didn't need to.
I like alcohol.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I like it. I don't hate either or. I'm not.
I also don't ever drink.
Yeah, I'm not upset that I did those things.
Yeah.
Because now I can say I just did that, and now I know I'm like, all right, cool. Now I don't need to ever really do it again because I know exactly what it's like.
There's definitely something to be said for that, where you can just be like, well, I know what that was like. I wasn't into it.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you should have ever had to feel pressured to do that, because that's not, you shouldn't ever feel pressured. But now that you've done it, it is nice to be able to be like, yeah, I know what that's like. I'm done.
Are you ready for an unprecedented moment of our podcast?
Unprecedented, yes.
Tim, I have to really take a shit right now.
Okay.
So, do you want to? Where are we at?
We're at 56 minutes. If you want to just wrap it up, we can. Or if you want to come back, it doesn't matter to me.
Let's go.
Does it matter to you guys out in the audience?
Let me come back for a second.
Okay. He's gonna come back for a second. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah. Trauma.
Don't worry, I'm gonna keep you guys entertained while he's gone. It's just gonna be silence for like.
Please keep it all in. All of it. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I don't think it's gonna be a long time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take you guys off the mic stand here and bring you over to my mouth so that I can sit more comfortably. Yeah, this is nice. So I gotta tell you a little secret while he's gone. I'm sleepy. I could go to sleep right now. I actually fell asleep twice while I was waiting for Daylen to show up, and I'm a sleepy little boy. So if it sounds like I'm, yeah, no, that's good. This is good. This is good content. I'm definitely not gonna cut any of this out. I rely a little too heavily on this keyboard. I'm gonna just play that only every time there's an awkward gap in anything. Yeah, baby. So I had a moment of brief panic earlier when we were getting set up for the podcast because I couldn't find my SD card to record our audio onto. And I was looking everywhere for it. It was actually in the first place I looked. I just didn't look hard enough. Isn't that always how it is? But so I'm just bouncing around looking for it, and I had the thought, what if I just never found it? Wouldn't that be the saddest thing in the world? Because you guys out there, you wouldn't be able to hear us now. You'd never hear us again. I mean, yeah, I could go to the store and buy a new one. Yeah, I could take the one out of my camera and just use that. But hey, guys, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a 1 SD card per project kind of person. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I throw away SD cards every time I switch from one project to another. Every time I take a picture, I take the SD card out and I never use it for anything else. It was really hard for me to convince myself that I could use one SD card for this whole project here, this podcast. I had to keep telling myself over and over again, yeah, it's really just one thing. Oh man, good content. Good content. Yeah, so I felt like, oh sorry, I got lost. I got lost on the way to my next sentence. You guys ever get lost? I can't remember the last time I'm putting you guys down. I'm putting you back in the mic stand because I feel like I'm making some unnecessary noises. But yeah, you ever guys gonna get lost sometimes about it? I recently got lost. I was trying to go mow my grandparents' lawn, and I was in Indiana, which is where their lawn is. Crazy. maybe too much information. I mean, Indiana is so tiny, you could totally find them in a second. They actually own all of Indiana. But anyway, so I was going to mow their lawn, and it was going to take me like 90 years because I'm still on the same bit about how they own all of Indiana. Didn't leave that bit behind. So I was driving, right? And I was driving from Indiana to more of Indiana. And I forgot where I was going, and I drove right across the river into Kentucky. And that's where I live. So I got to drive almost all the way home and then turn around and head back over into Indiana. And let me tell you, that made me real sad. Real sad. Oh. Nope. Thought I heard Daylen, but I did hear Daylen. I've been workshopping a new theme song for the show. Yeah, it sounds a little something like this. Let me pull up the right. Oh, this might be good. This is good. No, bad. Ooh, better. Almost. We're just gonna keep going. We'll find it. I've noticed something, guys. It's not actually changing anymore. I think the keyboard is broken. But there's one easy solution to that. Turn it off and on again. Oh, look at that. It works. So here's what I've written up for you guys. Right here on organ 3. Welcome back to our podcast. Welcome back to our podcast. Yeah. And then there's this lead out, and I'll just casually turn the volume down while this is going on, and then it'll just lead into the. And now we're back. We're back in the show.
Oh my god, dude, that was a rare one.
Yeah, that was fast. I'm really impressed.
I was going rare, more like steak.
I talked a little bit while you were gone.
I heard I was in the bathroom and I heard you talking.
You like it?
Yeah, I did. Will it all stay in?
Probably not.
Are you gonna cut out parts?
I think that might be fun if I cut out random parts.
You should have fun with it. Why not?
Or
man, what a hot shit I just had.
I wrote a new song for the podcast.
Is that what just happened here?
Yeah, it was really good. You're gonna like it.
Are you playing, or what, are you gonna play it?
I'm not gonna play it for you. You're gonna hear it when you hear the episode.
I can't wait. Oh,
I'm gonna cut it out and make it. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I might do that. You guys at home will know what I did.
And it's gonna be nothing.
You guys are gonna know what I did.
It's gonna be.
You guys know what I did.
It's gonna be you being like.
You better not tell anyone what I did.
I know what you did. What you did was, Tim. What you decided to do was you just left it. You just were like, I'm tired. I don't feel like editing it that much. I'm gonna leave it.
That's absolutely what's gonna happen. That's what happens every time. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I don't edit things.
We don't edit, but that's okay.
It's not because I don't want to. It's just because I don't have to. That was real loud.
It was
that time.
it was mind-boggling. I'll tell you that. God. I'm a little German boy. I eat schnitzel. I kick my legs. Kick. God.
thank you guys for listening to that.
We can't end the podcast after.
No, I'm not ending it. I promise. I promised I wouldn't.
Bro, let's party. Let's
party. Let's do another 25 minutes.
Let's do another hour and a half.
Let's make this podcast keep going.
We should do it while we watch Game of Thrones after this.
Yeah, we should watch Game of Thrones after this on the podcast. After this.
Ass. It's really loud.
For some reason, this setting, I think, is even louder than before.
Organs are so goddamn loud. You ever been to a baseball game?
Yeah, I have. I've been to...
Why I asked you that?
I think 3 baseball games in my life. I've been to 4. I think I've been to 3 Louisville Bats games. I was about to say,
they're all Louisville Bats games.
And 1 when we did the St. Louis trip.
Oh, and it got rained
out.
That's right. I was not looking forward to that.
I wasn't. I was really all right that it was over.
Yeah, because they were going to make us watch a 8-hour baseball game because they last for
I don't mind baseball. It's just... It's real long. It's
hard to watch, man. I don't mind the skills involved. Like, I like sports. I like that kind of stuff when things are happening and it's like when color commentators are talking about all the cool stuff that goes into it. I like that stuff. But man, it just doesn't happen often enough. I get that's a complaint people have about with too. Is that sometimes games are just trash. Garbage to watch, but with football, at least something interesting's happening every play. It's like a chess match with
that's true
big men.
Yeah, there's pretty much always something, and that's not always true in baseball.
Baseball is just how am I gonna throw this ball to you right now?
Yeah,
that's it. And then the rest is just a children's game of baseball.
I really like the sport as far as playing it with people. I've had fun doing that. I also like watching. I like watching the things happen, but I've heard people say that the games are longer than they used to be because they used to have more rules about making things
they don't
go.
Dude, it's fucking. I had to film for when I was at Purdue. I had to film for. I've talked about this. I had to film for this program we had for where we did all the college sports or a lot of them during that semester, and I was the cameraman a lot of the times, and most of the time for baseball I was the replay guy.
Oh yeah.
And they wanted replays of the most boring shit all the time, and I'm like, who's wanting to see this again?
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that would happen is when a guy would throw the ball and it would hit him in the face, and then I'd get to replay that for people.
Oh geez.
Yeah. I think
that is interesting.
Yeah, he lost a tooth too. It was,
oh damn.
It was, yeah, man.
That's a bad day.
That's scary. Imagine doing that.
I need to go to the dentist.
That's scary.
Dude, I can't imagine. I've never... Losing a tooth has been a fear of mine. I've had dreams about that.
that is genuinely.
Scary. And I'm like, I don't know.
Have you been to the dentist?
Oh yeah, but not recently.
Have you ever been to the dentist?
I probably haven't been in a year. I used to go every 6 months.
Dentist, the mentalist.
See, here's the thing. I don't know if I have dental insurance anymore. Because I think that my parents had separate dental and health, and I'm no longer on my parents' health insurance, but I think I might be on their dental. But I haven't asked. And I'm sure it'd be fine either way. I'll just pay for it. Whatever. I'll make it happen.
Nobody likes going to the dentist.
Scared.
Nobody likes going there.
So I keep saying I should figure that shit out and then go. But I keep not doing that. So there you go.
Yeah, nobody likes going to the dentist, man. It's bad. I don't like going there.
I like how I feel after.
Of course.
So
naturally,
that's good. There's that.
Yes, it's of course that part's fine. But man, just when they're like,
it's the during.
They're like, you need when you need it. I'm like, yeah, of course I know how to brush. I know when to brush my teeth. I know for how long. I know what I need to do. I know I need to floss. Yep. I know I need to do all that.
Every time the floss thing, they're like, you should really floss. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but guess what? I didn't today, did I?
That's such a human thing. I think, like, almost everyone on the planet is like, I know I need to floss, but am I gonna?
Yeah, that's a very... I don't know. Dentist, I bet, floss.
Probably.
What's your favorite dentist recommended brand? We gotta save it.
Tried and true.
Trident.
I don't like that, whatever that is.
I thought it was fine. It can get out if it wants.
I got a harmonica. It sounds just like everything else.
I should bring my harmonica in. That would be a nightmare, actually, now that I think about it. But I won't. Yeah, baseball and dentists, man. I can't get around to that.
The two of America's biggest pastimes.
It's America's worst problem right now.
Baseball and dentists.
If you could be any duck, would you be my duck?
I think I'd be Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck's an asshole. Let's be honest.
Did I say I wasn't? Donald Duck's an asshole too, though.
I never said Donald Duck
is such an asshole.
I never once said Donald Duck wasn't an asshole.
I mean, fair enough. I'm just trying to think, like, I don't know how many famous ducks I know, but those are the two that spring to mind, and they're both the worst.
Donald Duck might be more of an asshole. I don't know. They're both... Donald Duck's just being a dick in everything.
Yeah.
But that's why we love him, darling. Who's darling? I don't know.
I watched him...
Do you hear my Donald Duck impression?
I do. It was really good. That was Donald Duck saying, "Hi, how you doing?"
That was him getting upset at Daisy Duck. Did you like Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, were those his nephews? I don't remember them at all. I never watched DuckTales or anything like that.
Woo. I only... there was this CGI fucking Christmas...
CGI Fridays.
CGI. Computer-generated isotope Fridays. I don't know what CGI... What's happening to me? What was I... I moved all the way. I moved every part of my body there.
I took what you had. You had something, and I took it, and I just stomped. I pulled it out of you, and I stomped all over
it. You dentist me.
The dentist comes up to you and he's like, "All right, open up," and then he just starts yanking and throwing stuff on the ground.
He just grabs your tongue and holds it.
He stomps on it. He's very flexible.
He spits in your mouth, but twice. He forgets he has a mask on. He spits in his mask and he takes it off and spits in your mouth.
He spits in his mask, pours that in your mouth, and then spits in your mouth.
What's happening?
Man, you were going to say something about CGI. We were talking about DuckTales.
There's a Christmas special. There's a Christmas special.
There's a Christmas special.
There's a Christmas movie with CGI Mickey and friends who do Christmas stuff, and there's a DuckTales one in that. Really? There's a Huey, Dewey, and Louie segment in that, and that's all. It doesn't matter.
You liked that? Did you like that?
Remember it.
That's the least you can do.
That is, I remember it, and I think I liked it when I would watch it. I would think I was absent-minded.
Good. Absent-minded.
Do you want to do a cool ending segment for the show?
Yeah. What do you have? What do you have for me?
I don't have anything. I thought we could come up with it together right now, which is
always works out.
Yeah, it always works. We always come up with the best stuff when we didn't prepare.
Yeah. Well, all right. Ending segment. What's a good way to end a thing?
Well, you can always thank people, but
I don't want to thank anyone.
We don't need to thank anyone right now.
We've already thanked too many people. I think we should never thank anyone again.
I thank you right now.
Get out of here with that shit.
All right, and that's back.
All right,
it's back in me. Shall we send away with the song?
Yeah, we could do that. There's been a lot of that going around.
Should we do another song? This is the musical episode. Okay. Let's do a little bit of that.
I need to find out if there's another beat that I can do.
I like that one a lot. It makes me happy in most ways. Oh God. We're getting a call. We're getting the funkiest call. Thank you for joining.